Hi, this assignment is called Clipping Mask using Adobe Illustrator. It's kind of a follow-on to the assignment that you did where you put pictures in words, which is also a clipping mask. So a clipping mask is a way of taking a shape and putting a picture behind it. There's several ways to do it. So here's another way of trying it. You're going to create something that looks like this file right here, where you take an image. I have some donuts and ice cream cones and all that. And you put a shape around it, or you put a word around it, or you use the pen tool. So it's basically the same procedure for all three. You're just going to use a shape, a word, or use the pen tool. So let's try one here, see what happens. So I've already downloaded an image that I have, and I'm going to come over here, and you notice my layers when you open this file. There's one that's called locked. You better lock it. And then there's one that's called work here. That's the one you want to be on. Then you go get a couple of shapes. So I'll just try these stars this time. And I'll just draw in a couple simple stars. Give it some strokes so you can see the line, maybe a couple of points. And then go ahead and draw another one. So you got at least a couple of these things. I don't care which shape you use. You can use anything you want. So I'll get them in position, something like this. I'm going to select both of them with the select tool, like so. And then I come up here and I click Object, Compound Path, because I have more than one image. And I say Make. So I have both my images connected, the paths are connected. Then I come up here and I click File, Place, and I go get that file I downloaded. You can do any file you want, I don't care. And there's my image. I go ahead and I put it on top over the two stars. It's covered up. So I come back over here to my layers and I see my pattern and I see my two stars. Drag the two stars so it's above the pattern. Then you take the select tool again and I just draw a line between everything that's selected, like so. And then I come up here to Object and Clipping Mask and Make. And there you go. So it took the pattern and it stuck it inside. When you're done with this one, go ahead and lock it. And then go ahead and create yourself another layer, like so. Let's try another one. So I'll take the word donut, I guess. I'm kind of stuck on that one. And all caps, this is kind of like the assignment you did before. And I'd go ahead and make it a big font, the big fat font. Make it big enough to take up the square, maybe about something like that, maybe a little bit bigger. And you don't have to do the create outlines like you did before, but kind of center it up on the screen, give it some stroke, a couple of points maybe. All right. And then I come up here to Object. Oops, I have to select it first. So I select it. I'm sorry, I do have to create the outlines. So select it, type, create outlines. Then I go to Object, Compound Path, Make. And let's put that stroke back on there so you can see it. And then I go ahead and put my image on the back. So I place my file like so. And just like before, I come up to my layer and make sure my word donut is above the layer that has the design. I use my select tool. I select everything, the pattern and the word, like so. And object, and finally clipping mask. And there I go. And if you want to make the thing appear, you can click the stroke panel and increase the size of the stroke. So that's kind of how that works. Same thing here with the path. I'm not going to show you here. You just